Hey y'all. Ugh, boy. Hey. So I have been rushing and I've been rushing. I should have just did a Facebook Live, but I was like, you know what? You need to go ahead and jump on your podcast by yourself and get it together. You got a few minutes. And so that is what I was doing. So, Mary Kay sells these eye patches, y'all. And I was like, I cannot go on there with the puffy eye and all that good stuff. So I threw these on so I could look halfway decent for y'all. Woo, y'all, it has been a week. Do I look all right? Okay, I just want to make sure that I don't look like I've been fighting on here. And so, yeah, so I just wanted to come on and go live. And while I'm going live, I am on my podcast as well. So it's kind of informal today. It's just that I don't have a guest or anything. Y'all just got me. So I just wanted to share some things. And I was gonna have like some slides up and stuff, but it didn't, none of that were panned out. So y'all just got me. And I was gonna talk to you all about my journey for the past couple weeks. So I've been knowing for a couple weeks that I was gonna go visit India. And I really didn't want to say anything because things happen, and sure enough, things did happen. Oh my God, the enemy was like really trying to fool with me this whole time. And things happen, and so I didn't want to. Oops, sorry, y'all. I didn't want to say anything, and then you guys were asking me about it, and then I got to explain it, and then I just didn't want to explain it, and so I didn't say anything. I told a couple people, but everybody didn't. Of course, people at my job knew because I had to take off work to go, and so I have been planning this trip for a minute, but I've been hesitating with it because, in a way, like you ever been through something, you're like, okay, I want to do it, but I don't want to do it because I wanted to go, but I didn't want to go, right? So when she finally approved for us to come on the visitation list, I wanted to go, but I didn't want to go because I didn't know what I was going to see when I got there. So I was hesitating, and just so happened her dad pulled the trigger. He was like, I booked my flight for this day, this time, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, let me go ahead and book my flight. So I booked my flight through Spirit. I got on the Spirit, y'all, the yellow plane. Got on the Spirit, booked the flight. The dates, the times were incorrect that we initially chose to go. So we thought the visitation hours were like a time frame from 7 to 8, 7 in the morning to 8:30 at night, but it wasn't a time frame. It was a yeah, and y'all leave me some comments on there. Let me know who's on here. Leave me some comments because I'm gonna need some encouragement because I got my toilet paper just in case. I'm trying not to cry though. But anyway, um, we thought it was a time span, and it was actually an hour and a half Monday through Friday, not from 7 to 8:30. It is literally from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. So we had already purchased our tickets. We tried to change our tickets and couldn't without paying all this extra money. So we bought tickets for the next day. So can you imagine? I left here um, yesterday at 11 a.m. I got into Miami at like 1 o'clock, and then had to stay all the way, until 6:30 this morning. So I literally was up for a whole 24 hours, and I didn't realize I was up for a whole 24 hours. My plan was I'm gonna go to work today, I'm gonna be good, but I was a wreck. I've been a wreck. Damn it, I just started. I've been a wreck. Just leading up to going, I have been a wreck because I don't know what I was gonna get. I hadn't seen her in a year, and I knew what I was dealing with before she left. she doesn't call, so you don't really know. You don't. I didn't really know what I was gonna get. So anyway, um, we got out there, rented the car, and we had to wait until 7 o'clock to go see her. I'm gonna tell you, the waiting, the hours waiting until 7 was excruciating. Like I felt like I was gonna throw up. Like I was so stressed. I hadn't felt stressed like that in a very, very long time. I was extremely stressed and irritable and all that good stuff. And it was it was hard. I ain't gonna lie. So um like I was telling y'all, I had some, the enemy was fooling with me. So from the time we got there from 1, we actually picked up the rent a car, went and got something. We went to the place to see where it was. It's not actually in my, well, I don't know. Y'all Floridians probably know a little bit more, but it was Homestead. So I don't know if that's really the same or it's the same county. I think it's the same Miami-Dade County or something like that. But anyway, it was like 45 minutes to an hour drive or whatever. It wasn't that bad. So we wanted to kind of stay in the area. So we to Homestead and went and got something to eat. I had some, good old Mexican food. My stomach is still hurting from that Mexican food. But anyway, the enemy was busy. So when we get to the visitation, we get there about 6:40 and we go in because we want to be on time, we're excited or whatever. And I walk in and they're telling me I can't go in because of what I have on. So I had on a tank top, I had on some, long jeans like capris, and I had on some sandals. So the tank top was not permitted and the sandals were not permitted. So I was like, I flew in from Atlanta. Is there anything you all can do? I didn't bring any extra clothes because I'm just here for the day. And they were like, let me call my captain. And y'all know how it is. And, and I've been in law enforcement, but not on this side. Okay. So I'm on this side and she calls the captain and she's like, um, there's one of the patients has a visitor and she's not dressed appropriately. And I'm like, can you add that I flew in from Atlanta, please? So all I hear is Well, they said my captain said that you can't come in, but you can go to the Family Dollar and buy some clothes. And I'm like, where's Family Dollar? So I leave and I am in tears. So I leave Steve there and I'm in tears because y'all, you just don't know what it took for me to get here and to get to this point. So I leave. I find the Family Dollar. I found me a t-shirt. I thought it was like a crop top t-shirt and some tennis shoes. And I buy that and I come back and I'm able to go in and and I got a pocket full of quarters because they said you can buy snacks at the vending machine. So, I go in and I see her and she gives me a big hug. She's very happy to see. And I was happy to see her too. She looks like her. She looks good. Her skin is really clear. Her nails are long and clean, and she's her size. I thought she was gonna be really like overweight or something from just being in there. Nope, she is her regular size. She actually had on a bra. That girl would never wear a bra. She got a bra on. Just I could tell that she pulls her hair. She was pulling at her hair the entire time we were there, so I know she's pulling out her hair. Because by this time in the year she should have a lot of hair, but she doesn't because she sat there and because it's so like matty, it snaps really easily, so you could tell it's not conditioned and things like that. So she's not braiding her hair, which I'm surprised because she knows how to braid, and I thought she would have braided her hair and left her hair in braids, but she's not braiding her hair. But her conversation is It's calm. She's not attacking us. But she was happy we were there. She kept thanking us for coming to see her. She has, the enemy will do things to your mind and try to isolate you. And that's why we felt it was really important for us to get to her, because she was isolating herself. And what we wanted her to understand is, what my biggest fear was that she's thinking we abandoned her, and we haven't. And I wanted her to know that regardless of what happens, that we're here 100%. Like, we don't know what the end is going to be, but up until then, and through that, we are here 100%. We could, I mean, that Spirit ticket cost me all of $90. Well, I had to buy extra tickets. So what? I spent $140 to fly on Spirit. And then, I had to get me a bougie seat because, baby, I heard about how they roll. So I a la carted me another seat. So you talking about $150? I can eat $150. You know how many times I've been out and spent $150 like it wasn't nothing? So I can go visit anytime. That that I can go visit anytime. I can. And so I want her to know, you can call anytime. Money is gonna be on your, books, whatever. We gonna ride this thing with you. And I wanted her to understand that. And I think she did. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, I did just want to come on and talk to you all a little bit about it. And just talk about when you're going through these types of situations and all this stress is on you. Even after we left, we still had a whole like 7-8 hours to have to sit in the airport, if not longer. Because let's see, if we were done it. I'm looking a little dry. And I brought some stuff, so I'll be looking terrible on here for y'all. Yeah, y'all know about this. You know this Mary Kay eye cream is the truth. It's the one with this. Yeah, I'm gonna plug my stuff. um, Even after we left, we got out of there at 8:30, and dropped off the rental car and went to the airport. So, we had from 9 until, and they don't let you through security either until like a couple hours before your flight. So you on the other side with everybody and their mama, and ain't nothing open. There's no restaurants open. There nothing is open. So you're just there in these uncomfortable seats trying to find. Everyone's trying to find a plug, right? Because my battery died, so I had to plug me up, in the airport. So everybody's trying to get a plug, get a seat where you can get a plug and plug your stuff up. So I had time to just be there, and I just cried. I cried because she said she didn't want us to leave. And it's really hard to leave your kid in that type of situation, even though she's an adult and she's fine physically. You just feel horrible. You just feel horrible. So so I had to start thinking about my toolbox and the things that I learned in therapy, right? Because now's the time this stuff comes into play. And so that's why I decided to go ahead and come on here and share with y'all my little story and share with you all the importance of not going through these situations alone. This is the time that you lean on people. So I did isolate myself today and yesterday. Yesterday, first off, let me say thank you to everybody. Like, them text messages started coming in as soon as I made that post, and I didn't read them. I haven't read all of them yet, and I haven't even read all of my text messages, everything, all the messages y'all put on Facebook. I couldn't because I was already a wreck. So I couldn't read anything. I started to go through them this afternoon or this evening, I think it was. And so thank you guys for reaching out to me and checking on me and all that good stuff. But I knew I was isolating. I knew today I was going to isolate because I just needed that time. I just came home, I felt funky. I came home, took a bath, and got into bed, and I didn't get out of that bed until 5 o'clock. And then I think, yeah, about 5:30, I got up out of the bed so I can go back to bed tonight. Made me some tacos, because y'all know tacos make everything feel good. Is it Tuesday or Wednesday? It's Wednesday, Taco Wednesday. So I made some tacos, and then I decided I was going to do the show. Initially, I was not going to come on. I was just going to do just like a regular old Facebook Live. But I'm like, you know what? You might as well put it in, record it, because I can have this later. And so what I did want to do is talk to you all about what to do when you are, whew, Lord have mercy. I feel like I see so much, like I feel an instant, like a relief when I put some glasses on so I can see. So coping with stress. And I was going to put the stuff on the chat thing. I didn't get to do it. So some coping with stress tools. Really coping through sadness, right? Because I'm feeling sad. Just like DeLaray I had on last week. This is really, I'm still in the grief process. He was talking about going through the grief process, right? And the things that you need to do to cope with it. And yeah, one thing you want to make sure is that you cope with your sadness in a healthy way so you don't fall into a depression. So I definitely don't want to fall into a depression. And so I gave myself a day to not answer the phone and to not be bothered with anybody and to just boohoo, snot nose, cry, and all that good stuff. And tomorrow I have to get back on my A game. So I got to go to work, and I got to hold on a second. I had some stuff, but like I said, this is like one of them impromptu things, shows today. I didn't have a script. I wasn't gonna do it, but I had to. I can't just act like I'm not, going through some stuff. But one thing first I will say is that lean on God, or lean on God through lean on God through your journey. India was quoting scriptures yesterday. Like, we were like, okay. I mean, the girl's always been smart, you know what I'm saying? But she knows how to get through her situation is through her faith. And so she was quoting a scripture about being patient. Yeah, just kind of threw us for a loop. Girl's hecka smart. But some signs of depression include sadness, feeling bad about yourself, trouble sleeping, reduced appetite, difficulty concentrating, fatigue, feeling emotionally numb, moving or speaking slowly, and suicidal thoughts. So I have like most of this list. And sadness, yeah, I have sadness. Feeling bad about myself. I don't feel bad about myself, but I feel bad about the situation. Trouble sleeping. I have not slept in weeks. So much to where like I have headaches, irritable, all that stuff. Reduced appetite. Well, that part right there, that ain't me, because mine is the opposite. I eat. Difficulty concentrating. it just depends on the task. Fatigue, yes, I have been extremely tired. Like I can't get out the that I feel like I can't get enough sleep. And I guess because I'm not sleeping, so I'm feeling really fatigued. Emotionally numb. I'm not emotionally numb because I'm crying like my little heart out. Moving or speaking slowly. I'm not moving or speaking slowly. And suicidal thoughts. And sometimes, you just I don't want to kill myself. Then that's not it. But sometimes I feel like, sometimes it's just easier to just if you weren't here, you wouldn't have to. If you were in the eternal realm already, you wouldn't have to deal with the stuff that's here on this earth. And so, but it's not an option for me right now. So, I um I don't really have thoughts like that. I really do want to be here. I do want to live. I don't want to kill myself or anything like that. So don't be calling my job nothing crazy because that ain't what I'm trying to do. But there are some things that you can do to cope with what you're going through. Mine is, I have to get motivated to do these things. And sometimes it's challenging. But like I said, today I took a day for me to just unwind and lay it on down and boohoo and cry. But tomorrow I have to get up. So some coping methods can be, I don't even need a cheat sheet. I don't even know why I'm pulling this up. Some coping methods could be exercise. Some people say it makes them feel really good, exercising. Some people say, going out with friends, talking with a therapist definitely is a good tool to use. And I'm probably going to have to reach out to mine because I think I need a little adjustment. So, talking with your therapist, um, your diet, make sure, So, one thing about being one of those people who's always thinking about your weight, when you eat a whole lot of the stuff that you're not supposed to eat, then you start feeling bad about it. So, just be mindful, of some of the things that you're eating. Try some little healthy things. Now, one thing I will say is I did a 10-day green smoothie cleanse and I felt really, really good. I was miserable going through it, but my body actually felt good. Like I was, you know, not as swollen. Like my hands and feet are always swelling and things like that. So, your diet does play a role in helping you get out of that depressive funk. Um, a good support group is like y'all are my good support group people. Y'all do really good, reaching out and everything like that. And I try to reach out to people all the time too, that share things with me and reaching out. So support group um, is really good. Finding you some activities, finding some things to do, yoga, meditation, those sipping paints. Maybe alcohol is maybe not the best when you are, feeling depressed or whatever the case may be, but um, y'all know I love my wine, so shoot, I ain't got none today. I drank a Sprite today. And typically I don't drink sodas, but today I did drink me a little Sprite because it felt good and help you burp a little bit. so, so yeah, but yeah, I just wanted to come on. I'm not going to hold you guys for the whole hour because I don't have a whole hour. I do have hour stuff to talk about, but I don't feel like it. So, but I did want to come on and just thank you all for supporting me, supporting the mission, understanding the mission, and understanding my journey, um, and encouraging me and letting me know that you all are here. I mean, I have a whole list of people like I really could just call right now because you all reached out to me. People reached out to me that I didn't even think would reach out to me. Somebody, it was Angel, uh, said, that I need to journal down all of my thoughts. So I got this journal when I first started going through my journey with India and I stopped writing. But I pulled my journal back out, put butterflies on it because she's gonna be a butterfly, y'all. She is a butterfly. She's going through her metamorphosis phase right now. She is going through the cocoon stage. So, eventually she will be a pretty butterfly again. And well, she's still pretty. She looks good. So journaling. Um, so thank you, Angel, for reminding me to pull out my journal and write down some things. So I have a good support system, making sure you have a good support system helps and everything like that too. So um, second, I just wanted to be able to share the journey with you all and let you guys know um, how things are going as far as her case is concerned, and everything's on hold while she's in the hospital. Um, and that hospital, she reminded me of walking through one of the facilities I used to work in, walking through the jail, walking through prison, all these doors. It got a central control system, all these, push the button, they open the door, you pull it, all that stuff. Yeah. Lean on your faith is very important as well. Like I told you before, lean on your faith. Find you some scriptures to read. Um, I still am reading Purpose Driven Life. That's helping me get through. And I think that's it, y'all. I don't know what more to say. Um, I think that's all. Y'all, keep my family in your prayers. You guys know I'm always praying for you. If you need me, call me. I'm always here for you guys too. So you all enjoy. Thank you for tuning in for these few little minutes. If you have any questions, hit me up. Um, yeah, I just wanted to just share what was going on. That's all. And I will see y'all next week. I need a guest. I don't have a guest for next week. Anybody want to be a guest next week? Yeah, you can. I got to put my disclaimers up there. If you ever want to be a guest on the show, you can always hit me up on all my social media platforms at Mission for Mental Health. On Instagram, Mission for Mental Health. On Facebook, The Book of All Faces. Always remember to subscribe, like, and share so we can grow this channel. This episode was really short, but yeah, subscribe, like, and share. And I will talk to you guys next week. Enjoy your day. Bye bye.